coach it, differently, knowing that, maybe there's things that they're already sort of doing that you've watched them do over the years? You treat them more like vets. How do you approach it with a more experienced group?
Yeah, when the guys have playing experience, you kind of just fine tune the little things. They already kind of have been out there and they understand what it's like to be out there in a college atmosphere. Now we're just kind of fine tuning just the little things with the new offense. Like I said, splits, the depths. Just little things like that. So, like I said, it'll come with repetition.
Split steps. I mean, is that what makes this offense unique from a wide receiver's perspective? What makes it different from a wide receiver's perspective?
It's not that it's different, but the volume of it allows them to play fast and have confidence in what they're doing and not have to think. And I think day one after spring break, we had a couple mental errors out there today, but things that we'll clean up on tape and we'll get fixed come Thursday.
Kerry, what have you thought about Devin Williams?
He's had a good camp, spring training so far. He's very talented with his skill set, size, speed, everything. But just like everybody else in the group, everything is new. So it's just the little things that we have to clean up and to help him get going. But he's gonna have a great year for us. He's been working his tail off and he's done a lot, to improve his body and so I'm excited for the year he's gonna have.
Is there an area in particular where you feel like you've really kind of grown the most?
Really, I just think his confidence. You know what I'm saying? It just happens with age and experience. Once you're somewhere for some time.
Right.
When you come in, things are new. It kind of takes you a little bit to get settled, to get your feet, settled. But I think the more he's here, the more confidence he'll have in his ability, and the more confidence he'll have within the offense.
He mentioned to me that, I think you gave him a pep talk and you talked to him a couple times about flushing that freshman year away.
Oh yeah, I mean that's every year. I mean, we're always going to take it one day at a time, and have a great mentality about the task at hand, the day at hand. And we'll use everything for a learning experience. And, I think he's done that. Last year was a learning experience for him. And each day now we'll continue to do the same thing and just learn and grow.
What are a couple things with him that you could see some refinement and you feel like he could really kind of improve in spring?
Well, I think everybody, it's just the little things within the offense. I mean, just understanding splits, understanding hots, understanding depths of routes, understanding when I'm first in the progression, when I'm last in the progression. But, as far as a receiver standpoint, I mean, he's a talented guy. He's been playing it at a high level for a long time. And, there's not much for me to really critique. I mean, he's a good player, and it's really just about the little things and being consistent in his ability to make plays. That's every receiver.
Now that you got to coach the receivers, a lot of people are kind of curious as to what you'll do because you being a former receiver, a very good one, of course. What are some maybe small things that you immediately kind of focus on when you're coaching a receiver?
I mean, for me, it's probably at the top of the route, because I understand that it's really, really important. At the top of the route, that's where you gain your separation, you get your separation, sinking at the top, being violent and explosive at the top, putting your foot in the ground, all the little things at the top of the route. That's where you'll gain most of your separation. So that's one thing that I focus on, I look at a lot, and that we try to detail up between Coach Graham and myself.
With a younger receiver, do they typically, they're not as maybe keen on that?
Yeah, I just think younger receivers, patience has to be learned. A lot of times they want to do things early within the route or too soon, and maybe not push up their depth, or maybe not, at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you really have to understand that there's a timing to it. As a quarterback, having to get to his drop and things of that nature, and then get the ball out to you. So you have to have some patience with it.
And I imagine you have to adapt to every quarterback to an extent with that.
Not really. I don't look at it in that essence. At the end of the day, our job is to catch the ball, regardless if who's throwing it, regardless if it's a right-handed quarterback or left-handed quarterback. At the end of the day, we just got to follow the white stripe on the ball and catch it.
Okay, so I guess you teach them to play kind of the same way regardless. of who's.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're playing hard every play, and it doesn't matter who's in the game. I mean, our standard is to play hard, to play fast, to play dominant, play physical, and it doesn't matter if we're up, we're down, we're hot, we're cold, whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who's in the game.